Leah, Sarna, please rise. Achotenu, at hayi le'alfei revava.
Leah Sarna. Has been found worthy to be a spiritual leader to teach the Jewish people and decide matters of Jewish law with a degree of Torah be'isur v'heter. Leah, Leah bat Yonatan Daniel v'haraba Ruth l'mishpachat Sarna. Nimsa'a ru'uya liyot manhiga ruchanit l'harat livnei u'levanot Yisrael al kain samchinan ota b'smicha u'moteret lifsach b'inyanei halacha al pi Torah b'isur v'heter.
The story is told that when I was 3 years old, my parents brought me on my first trip to Israel. And of course, where do you bring your 3-year-old on her first trip to Israel but, yes, of course, you guessed it, the Shrine of the Book. In the early morning of a Jerusalem summer, our family went to the Israel Museum to introduce my brother and me to the earliest extant manuscripts of Tanakh, the Dead Sea Scrolls. The Shrine of the Book is a dark room, and the great Isaiah scroll looms large in its center. 3-year-old Leah saw the Isaiah scroll and began to shout, "Torah, Torah, Torah, Torah!" The Talmud Bavli records the rabbis asking a harrowing question. Torah, ma teheh aleha? The Torah, what is to become of her? For the authors of the Dead Sea Scrolls, the answer was, bury it in caves. They believed that for the Torah to be preserved, it should be sealed up and stored away. And their texts were lost for nearly 2,000 years. It's a miracle that we have them. But the rabbis in that very same historical period were asking the same question, and their answers were radically different. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai in Brachot 35b used this very question to argue for full-time immersive Torah study, like what we find in our yeshivot today. Rabbi Yossi in Kiddushin 52b and Nazir 49b used this question to motivate himself to speak out, to raise up students who had been silenced. He asked himself, if I don't stand up for these students and their questions, what will happen to the Torah? The Torah, what is to become of her? This is a question for the generations. This question calls us, begs us to make bold decisions about who we teach and where and how. What is to become of the Torah? That's up to us. Do we roll it in a corner, as suggested by the evil Hasmonean king Yanai in Kiddushin 66a, or into a cave like the authors of the Dead Sea Scrolls? Or do we bring the Torah out into the light of day, opening her up to every kind of student and every kind of question with a promise of delight and mystery and homecoming? In this moment, in this juncture of our lives as students of Torah, we receive our Semikha, and we take responsibility for asking this question and for shaping our world in answer to it. The Torah that captivated me as a 3-year-old in the Israel Museum was a Torah that stood grand, but behind glass, in a dark room. Today, as I receive my Semikha and commit to a life of service, I commit to learning and teaching a Torah that was given on a mountaintop, but is today carried by the people. A Torah that lives in the sunlight, open to questions, responsive to need, and pushing towards righteousness. Blessed are you, Hashem, train me in your laws. Baruch atah Adonai, lamdeni chukacha.